ask, why Roman Catholicism, and what are the benefits of daily Mass?
Are you a convert?
Yes, I converted in Washington, D.C. 6 years ago.
This year?
Despite all odds, 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Welcome. Welcome to Rome. Um, we're glad to have you. And by the way, we'd love to have any of you too. The men and I will sponsor you. So that's it's great. It's a great club, and we need good young players too. So our team. I converted when I was 15, actually. So I was an adolescent, and I was at the Shrine of Guadalupe in Mexico, and I had this sort of mystical experience. It was the funniest thing, It's when you're 15, who knows, right? I was on a school trip, and they're marching us through this boring basilica, another church, and it was the Shrine of Our Lady of Guadalupe. I mean, it was like a big. But I was a Protestant kid, grew up in a Christian home, and I remember sitting there. It was kind of quiet. It was like a Wednesday at 11 a.m. or something. It wasn't just a huge tourist day, and it was the off season. And I was looking at the tilma of Juan Diego, which is where Our Lady is portrayed. And there's a lot of lore about it, et cetera, but it still exists. And I remember looking at it and thinking, she's looking at me. Because it looks like she's looking at you. Now, that's a technique, right? I mean, Elvis on Velvet is looking at you too. So don't get me wrong. It's not like that can't be done. That's not some miracle in his faith. But it had a big impact on me because I didn't know any Catholics. And so I went home and I announced to my parents that I was going to go to the Catholic Church and check it out. And a couple of months went by and I told them I was going to become Catholic. And my parents thought, I guess it's better than drugs. As childhood rebellion goes, adolescent rebellion. And so at 16, I joined the church. And the truth is, I'm sort of a cradle Catholic in that way. I don't really know. And it was solidified. I married a Catholic because I moved to Barcelona. I got married in Barcelona, and I married a Catholic girl who was she was technically Catholic, not practicing. She only really became serious about it when she moved to the States, because this is where the hardcore Catholics really are here, even in Washington, D.C. And then we kind of grew and grew and grew in our faith together, and our kids are all practicing, and it's joyful, and it's wonderful. Is it the only way? No, it's the right way for me. It's God's gift to me, I believe. God said, you're Catholic. I discovered that. Yeah. Similar experience, right? Yeah. Still, I mean, it's also, when you're an intellectual, it's the most intellectual because it's so complicated. It draws in intellectuals. Yeah.